welcome back to the grand finals. Those grand finales here of the PiGosaur Cup, PiGosaur Cup number 78. We have our top two players here. We have our top two seeds of the tournament. We were hoping that maybe we could see someone disrupt and to break the mold here in the finals, but that is not the case. We have our top two players. We have our Terran and Protoss. No PvP, not this time. Thank God. Let's go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Fear and Faith, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. No, as we are jumping into our game, and it looks like we have some latency issues here. Hopefully everything's okay. Maybe like power outage or a blip in the internet. You know, we can't complain because what was it, like yesterday, 2 days ago, we had the same thing where our connection to, it was a little bit different, our connection to the internet died and we just couldn't stream the finals of Code for Giants Cup. It happens. It does happen. Much love to Pacheca. Pacheca, of course, is casting in Spanish. Casting in Espanol. So it's all good. It's understandable. And thankfully, it also happens at the start of the game when nothing's going on, right? Like, there's no big engagement happening, there's no big fights. None of that. As in the top left-hand corner of Fear and Faith, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the French Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. It's time to Mlem. Let's go. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we delve into our initial TvP. Let's go. Let us go as we are going to be settling in. For the time being, we do have our initial opener here going for our initial start. Welcome to Fear and Faith. Fear and Faith is a 4-player spawn map. You can spawn in bottom left, bottom right, or top left as well. 4 possible spawn locations. Now, because it's a 4-player spawn map, you might be thinking, hold up, is it difficult to scout? It is, but that is alleviated thanks to these monorail systems. We have these monorail systems coming in and connecting every corner of the map so you can scout faster, specifically with workers. Bearing in mind that this monorail system only allows workers in. Lings or Marines or Zealots cannot fit inside, so it's only for worker scouting. Technically, you can like proxy hatchery or proxy pylon and try to proxy using this as well. I guess that is a possibility. But we've yet to see any of that. As we do have Clem scouting bottom right, and herO also scouts bottom right as well. They both scout over towards the right hand side. Longer scout for herO. Clem, he's moving through the tube, moving through the tunnel system. herO confirms a lack of Clem, and now he's going top right. Oh god, do we also make a lap for Clem as well? Confirms nothing in position, pulls back. Okay, so Clem pulls back, and herO keeps going top right. With us, herO is going for a standard opener. Meanwhile, Clem, he himself did go for his own racks into expand, into delayed factory, into delayed gas. More economic build out of Clem. Needs to be more economic. Clem, he'll find these scouts at top left. herO, he's just making his full lap all the way back home. And Clem, with the SCV, gets a full scout. He confirms the Twilight Council. He sees attack. Very nice. And nice scout here by Clem. Pokes in, sees the tech, and pulls away. The RNG in favor of the Terran. Oh, hello. That's a little bit different here. So we do have close spawns. It is vertical spawns here between herO and Clem. Clem is going for a second and third racks before starport. This screams 2-base all in. So hyper aggression out of Clem. Basically, Clem, he's going for a faster stim, faster raxes, a faster marine production, and going for delayed medevacs. Delayed medevacs, delayed starport. Delayed drop play, delayed harassment in favor of just more army units. And this can lead into an all-in. We can still expand behind this, but regardless, hyper aggression out of Clem. As here come those reactive marines, and here come the stim. Here come the upgrades. As there's stim on the way. You can see here, oh no! Here he wants to scout. He wants to. Oh my god. Yeah, Croak gets shot down. Denies the scout. 2 more gates on the way, going up to 4. Jesus, 4 gate blink stalker out of herO. Both players are being aggressive. herO, he didn't really get to see too much here. He saw the positioning of the factory, which is a little bit suspicious, as it clearly is being used to make add-ons. But here he reacts with hyper aggression, mass blink stalker. And because of the build of choice from Clem, he has no tanks, right? Again, the factory is only being used for add-on production, so 0 tanks to defend. herO, he can pull this off. He can do this. Well, he can. We'll see if he does. As herO does move in, catching at the Cyclone. Cyclone does pull away. Doesn't bait the blink. So far, nice trade. Stim is not yet done. Still a couple of seconds away. So picking up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Marines. I'll pick up micro here by herO. Does pull away. Nice blink control as well. But Stim is now done. Yeah, Stim is now complete. So we can see that herO is still warping in. Still applying pressure. There's no safety bunker. Again, there's no tanks. Ooh. Clutch blinks. Yeah, very clutch control there. The prism. Oh no, the prism. Ooh, doesn't get away. No more warp-ins. But here he has enough. Wow, he has enough. He overwhelms. Takes down the Metamax, the Cyclones, the Marauders as well. Heavy losses here for Clem. Yeah, heavy losses as. Ooh, we're lacking something control. Lacking a bit of control there. Here otherwise distracted. But still out trades. Here he punishes the army, taking down the Cyclones, the Metamax, the Marauders, the SCVs. If here had the Prism, he could just end the game. Here, he could just end the game if he had that War Prism. Did he rebuild? It's still on the way. Yeah, the Prism's being chronoed out as we speak. So later War Prism. Oh. Catching out a couple of Stalkers. Jump into the main. Jump into the main base. You know, here he does blink away. He's trying to trade as best he can. Actually diving on the Marauders here. Bold move. He's crazy. Oh my god. He takes the fight. He just sends at Pappy. Oof. Oh, good. Yeah, it does miss control. Clem is holding. Clem is holding. Clem is punishing. Now, we're in a similar position to what we were in the Beyond series, where herO, he did a lot of damage, which is great, but herO's all in. Like, here, his third base is so late here. herO, this is not good enough. herO has to kill. He's done a lot of damage, but he needs more than this. herO blinks forward. Again, he's desperate. The longer this goes on, the better it is for Clem. And this is still not good enough. Scan reveals the lack of saturation at the third base. Clem should be feeling good about this. Here, he's gotten so close. I mentioned it previously, but if herO didn't lose his War Prism, then he could have killed earlier. They lost that Prism, delayed reinforcements. And with that, Clem, he's just snowballing out of control. He's snowballing out of control. He defends, he holds on, he has a higher worker count, he has a better economy. Third CC is on the way, extra Raxes, more bio. Desperation by herO when behind Dark Shrine. He's behind, Pappy. He needs those DTs. Oh, there's no escaping this. Yeah, there's no escaping. Prism is hunted down. Massive pickup. And here he has no standing army. He's got 1 Stalker. Now 4. 4 Stalkers. Clem breaks out. He breaks out across the map. He's going to be pushing. Oof. It breaks through that front door. Marines dropping into the main. He's trying to. Yeah, trying to drop in, but he's going to be shut down. Denies the warp in as well. And with that, Clem has broken herO. As we mentioned before, herO is doing a lot of damage, but it just wasn't enough. Was not good enough. He bled out too much, took too long. With that, the 1 DT is doing damage, putting in some work. The Dark Templar. Do we have a scan? Do we? I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just free damage with the DT. There we go. Now we have a scan. Catching out one of the Dark Templar. Behind this, we have DTs doing damage. SCVs are going down. Okay, we're getting messy. Uh-oh. We're getting messy. Getting chaotic. Catching out 2 free Vikings. But GG. Yeah, GG gets scored. There's still not enough here. And Clem, he snowballs out of control. He does take game number 1. Ooh, GG. GG, well played. Again, herO, he was hyper all-in, going 4-gate blink, and herO, it was impressive. He was doing damage. He was breaking the Cyclones and the Marauders and the Medevacs and killing SCVs, but he didn't kill. He was crippling, he was doing damage, but he did not kill his opponents. The all-in failed, essentially, from herO. On top of that, again, as you mentioned, his reinforcements were delayed. He lost his Prism, he couldn't keep pushing, and Clem, he survived. He weathered the storm, snowballed out of control from there. GG. Clem just outscaled. He just outscaled with a better economy, with a larger army. And with that, Clem takes a lead. Clem does take a lead in the series, and we'll see if herO can recover. So we're getting ready for game number 2. Alright, getting ready. Loading into Rainfall. Okay, I believe for the first time tonight. True. Going to be loading to Rainfall. Rainfall is a smaller map, shorter rush distance by ground. Aggression is favored. I guess it does share some similarities with Tourmaline, for example. But aggression is favored here, and we'll see how our players will approach. There's also a lot of rain. True. A lot of rain. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Rainfall, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing T1 down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back and make a series out of this. It is herO. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Terran player, himself. We have the French Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. Leading the series 1-0, and the rain be falling. Arguably too much rain. You can see, you can see here that the main base is it's covered, Papi. Oh my god! I say covered. It looks like. Are we waist deep in water right now? Look at the SCVs. Yeah, they are submerged. Their lower halves, at least. Oh my god! There's so much rain. Someone get him up, Papi. Someone get him up. Aye. So, oh boy. But the ASMR rain though. True. As we have our rainfall. The rain, I will say that the water effect here looks kind of weird. As you can see, it looks a little bit like low. Do I want to say low resolution? Like just because of the reflect effect on the water. It's yeah, it's got a weird look to it for sure. But regardless, across from here we're settling in. Low frame rate, I guess. No, it's not that. You can see it, right? Like you can see it shift and move. It's the puddle. It's the puddle effect. I think it might just be too high. As I mentioned before, like it's like waist deep here. Hard to say. go. From here, we are going to be settling in. It is going to be a Stargate opener out of herO. Interesting. So Stargate openers are viable, but I would say they're safer on larger maps. And I just mentioned that Rainfall is a very small map of the map pool. Very small map, short rush distance by ground. Clem has the potential to punish, and he's going for his own 1-1-1 follow-up. Nothing crazy here, but the earlier add-on swap into... Hold on. Marine first into add-on swap into early Cyclone play. herO might be in trouble here in the early game. We'll see. We'll see if Clem can scout. Thankfully for herO, Clem does not SCV scout, and he doesn't Reaper scout into the main. So Clem has very limited information. Did skip the Reaper, going for the safety Cyclone, and we'll see what herO can get done. We shall see. S2 clearly is made for water. I mean, there's some really nice water effects when it comes to, if you remember, like Silvermoon. Silvermoon had some really nice beach layouts, and like the tide coming back and forth. I think Wavebreaker as well, hence the name. I can't believe Silvermoon didn't make it through. Like I thought that was a sure thing. Feel Silvermoon, man. You can see it here as well. Like there's this weird wave effect. Curious. I mean, I'm sure it'll be cleaned up if it does make it into the map pool. Regardless, we have our jump into the main base. We have our Phoenix opener. So not Oracle. Opening up, sorry, Oracle is across the map. Phoenix does engage. Oracle does make it to the mineral line, and the Cyclone is out of position. Again, if these units were back at home to defend, then Clem would be fine. Even here, it does punish and does barely catch out the Phoenix. Nice catch here by Clem. But across the map, 3, 4, 5 SCV kills. Oof, this is getting out of hand. Losing 5 workers. The Oracle opener was worth it. It was worth it here. Getting it to 6, 7. Oh my god. 7 SCVs. 7 workers go down. Cyclone does race home to defend. But the Oracle's still a threat here. Still alive. Still survives. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Yeah, left is too late. We're getting messy. We're getting messy here. But again, 7 worker kills for the Oracle was well worth it. herO catching out the initial Cyclone. Diving on the Raven. Going for the kill. Doesn't break the bunker. It doesn't break on through. But we're getting very, very chaotic here. Behind this herO, he goes for his initial 2-gate follow-up. Sorry, 3-gate follow-up into charge into his 3rd expansion. herO embracing the mid-game and heavily relying here on these Phoenixes to maintain map control. He's trying to maintain. I see Tuna Toast in the chat. Replay. If we ever have a replay cast, it is stated in the title of the stream. So the title of the stream, it doesn't say that, so it is live. Can make that assumption on this channel at least. So from here, herO's on patrol. Clem is building up his mass bio army, and we're waiting for the main push. We're waiting for the stim timing here for Clem. Remember that herO, because of this Phoenix opener, he has delayed Twilight Council upgrades, delayed splash damage as well. There is a window in time where herO can be broken by a 2-base all-in. Here we go. Here we go. We have our triple drop across the map. Clem is moving out. Phoenix is they at least spot the 3rd CC. They will delay. They will delay the expansion. Clem committing in. I don't think he has enough here. He's going to get caught out. Yeah, Clem is getting caught out here mid-unload. Bleeding out Marines, bleeding out Marauders. Clem is being bullied here. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, again, he was caught as he was unloading his army. And with that, Clem will lose everything. He'll lose the entire army here. Massive blunder for Clem. And that might just be it. herO can just keep pushing, and he can reinforce. He has a proxy. He has a proxy. Clem is now in danger. He lost his main army. Down heavily in supply. Show some line shots. Decent connections. Yeah, decent connections here. We go for the mass lift. He's also rallying in. GG gets called, and herO, he does have the series 1-1. GG. GG, well played. herO's Noble's out of control, winding it back. Again, Clem, he did go for a very committed move out. He went for a triple drop across the map, and he got caught. He got caught as he was trying to unload, as he was dropping. So massive blunder there from Clem. He got caught with his pants down. And with that, GG. With that, GG, well played. The game instantly does end. Oh, as we load into game number 3. Here we go. As we are getting to our game. And game number 3 is going to be on lockdown. Okay. A bit of a larger map, longer rush distance. We're expecting some mid-game here, but we have yet to really experience any mid-game between our two players. So hopefully we can actually have a back and forth. We'll see, as we actually haven't experienced that the entire broadcast yet. Oh boy. We'll see if we can get there. We shall see. Spawning in the top right-hand corner here of lockdown, we have the blue Terran player. We have the French Terran being forced into a tied series. We'll see if we can bring it back and take a lead. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Protoss player going for the proxy. Going for the proxy gateway, representing T1. It is herO. Yo, it's like, oh, it's a larger map. We can macro. Nah, no macro. Not today. Not this broadcast. God damn it. As here he does claim that center area, going for the proxy. Again, it's very common to skip the SCV scout for the Terran player. And if there's no SCV scout, there's no vision, there's no scouting, and Clem is going for an economic build. It makes sense. Remember, there's a ramp. There's a ramp coming into the natural, so it's a very safe setup here on two bases, so there's a higher chance that the Terran player goes for an economic build. That's why herO is gambling on trying and hoping that happens to try to punish. The Gamba Papi. So herO, he wants that low ground CC. He wants it. As there's that SCV moving down to low ground. Clem will expand. Oh, does he SCV scout? Okay. With this SCV scout, Clem, he can actually react and respond with a high ground CC instead. If he has the money. He has money for it. Ooh, he throws it down. Now he scouts. Yeah, now he confirms. Now Clem is aware, and he's going to try to make a stand. Now he does have time to throw down the bunker. Again, this bunker would not be here if he hadn't scouted. So he's going to make that low ground defense. Zealot does waddle in. Will delay the bunker. Kills the CC. Sorry, kills the SCV, I meant to say. Yeah, kills the SCV, delays the command center as well. Chasing down Clem, buying time. We have our adepts on the way as well. And we'll see if herO can maintain control of the low ground. We need a second SCV down here. Adept is moving in. And that bunker will not finish. With good enough control, that CC shouldn't finish either. Oh no! And Reaper does get away. Yep, SCV gets hunted down. Nothing will finish here on the low ground. There's a Marauder though, true. Marauder has arrived as second Adept is moving in. First Adept shades away. Second Adept shades in, once again delaying the command center. The Reaper! Oh my god, that was close. That was close here. Now getting to a Stalker. Behind this here, he has expanded. He's not all in. Twilight Council's on the way. He's transitioning. And looks like Clem will finally expand. We could commit to a shade here to kill the SCV, but the Adepts, I believe they race back home. Yeah, they race back home. Whew, Clem, he does hold, he does defend, he does expand, but again, a very delayed expansion for Clem. Very delayed. Behind this is going to be a 3-rack sim timing out of our Terran player. Very, very strong sim timing here, by the way. So hyper aggression in the mid game. And herO, did he scout? He did. Yeah, he saw the research. He's aware. Now herO, in his mind, this could either be 3 CC 3-racks or it could be just a straight up 3-racks. So true. herO is not fully aware as to how aggressive this is. Does Sniper Marauder? Oh, barely does. And Marauder goes down. Stalker gets punished. Yeah, no overextension out of herO. Does overextend. And hero's going for the Dark Shrine. Now, we were praising herO for doing this against Bjorn. I had to stand by it here as well. Because of the heavy bioarming and because we're muling so much, DTs have a higher chance of getting damage done. And of being a real issue here for Clem. Is a common response to 3-axes. Just because scans are so limited. Oh wait, did he scan? Wait, what? Yeah, doesn't see the Dark Shrine, but he gets a safety turret anyway. Very nice here out of Clem. He has experience with herO. He's like, hey, I know that you commonly react with a Dark Shrine. And I believe it's cancelled. Yeah, the Dark Shrine is cancelled, so nice rescat out of herO. So Clem, he blindly goes to the turret because he knows that herO likes to respond with DTs against 3-maxes. Meanwhile, herO scouts the turrets and he does cancel. He does cancel, going for Storm instead. So we have that back and forth. Rushing into Storm. As a result, you will have delay third. True. Yeah, that may become an issue. It's going for the later third base. Clem is in a position to attempt to scout. Just scout and confirm. As Clem says, here needs to calm down. There's no need for him to push in. We get some okay force fields. He does look down 3 Marauders. Okay. 3 Marauders get picked up. Not a bad trade for herO. And he pulls away. From here he pulls away. Claiming his third base. Storm is halfway done. And we'll see what herO does with this Storm timing. He can go for a Storm drop into the mineral line, or he can try to break the main force. One or the other. Oh, there's no Robo. Never mind. Yeah, no Robo, no War Prism. herO, he has no pushing power. I mean, he'll have Storm ready for the sim timing, I guess, defensively. Third CC now begins for Clem. We're embracing the mid game. Let's go. We're calming down. After a very aggressive, very chaotic early game, we're calming things down at least a little bit. I say we're calming things down. Clem still has a window where he can push, but he's not pushing. He's going for a drop instead. Okay. So a very uncommitted play here from Clem. Leaves the main army back at home. The drop gets spotted. Here is aware of the drop play. Being active. As the armies they pass by each other, Clem going for his double jump into the main base. There's a cannon to buy some time, and herO, does he attempt to recall? Does he recall? There are no storms in these High Templar, going for the feedbacks. Oof. Yeah, Archon's going to be focused down. Hero's moving in. He's trying to at least. High Templar exposed, and he will lose one. No, not even. He saves them. He saves the Templar. Storms a zone away. But hero, can he get up the ramp? He's trying. He's trying to. Nice storm in the main. Oh, he stands in the storms. No, Clem. He stands in the storms back at home. The drop is not being dealt with, though. It's still not being dealt with. The drop is getting out of hand. 11 probe kills. Crazy damage in the main. Yeah, insane damage here. Hero, he lost the Archon, he lost the Zealots. He did not have enough to defend back at home. Hero is now crippled. And here he could have had a very strong fight here across the map, but he's denied that. Yeah, Hero's behind. Here he's behind. He's going to lose out of these High Templar. Nice splits, nice spread. He gets one. One Templar goes down, bays out 4 storms. Another storm as well. The panic storms, Pappy. And the longer this goes on, the better it is for Clem. Clem has got the high worker counts. He's even on bases. He's ahead economically. He's got the larger army. Ghosts now amassing as well. There's a small window in time where maybe Hero can break through before there are ghosts. It's a small window. Storm in the main army. Ghosts are coming in. Ghosts have arrived, and Hero, he is deflected. He is now deflected. And from here, Clem's snowballing out of control. Again, we were hoping to get some mid-game here between Hero and Clem, but Hero was hyper-aggressive. He was basically 3-base all-in. He was 3-base all-in. The all-in fails, and Hero falls far behind. Ooh, does go for the storm drop. 2, 3 SCVs. It's some damage. A little bit of desperation here by Hero. Hero, no, he lost the prism. Oh god, he lost the prism. He lost the High Templar. Not worth it. Not like this. And now here comes Clem. Yeah, here comes a massive army. And again, Hero, we were hoping to settle into like a standard mid game, but nah. We can just move, Pappy. There's how many storms? There's 2. There's 2 High Templar, 2 storms to defend. They're going for the base trade. This is the best chance. It's the best chance for Hero to go for the base trade. He cannot fight the main army. Clem, he spots the base trade. Clem responds. Hero, he does get across the map. But again, this is just desperation out of Hero. It's going to cost him most of his Zealots. Jump into the main. Hero being chased down. And this does at least buy time. True. Like, this does buy time for Hero. Taking more bases, trying to build up his High Templar count. He's still on 2, getting up to 2 Colossus. Can Hero stabilize? Can he try to slow the game down and bring himself back into this? Oh, the EMPs! Oh god, crazy EMPs. 0 storms. Those are the only 2 High Templar. Those are the only 2. Drop to the main. Ooh, does deny range. Extend the lance is not going to be a factor. EMPs the entire army. It all gets EMP. And Clem is about to max. He's about to max out. He's about to be what, up 80 supply. He's got over double the army supply here of his opponents. And Clem just doesn't know. He doesn't know how far ahead he is. So he's just calming down, pulling back, playing it safe. Here he was supply blocked. Okay. The one chance we have, Novas. If we can land with a couple of Purification Novas, then maybe Hero can buy enough time to force back his opponent. That's the one hope here. The purification overs, the disruptors. Speaking of, here we go. First overs go off. Oh, we get some okay connections. Catching up 3 Marauders. We just stim in. Yeah, we just stim in. Nova doesn't quite connect. Nice target firing, and Clem overwhelms. Just stims on in, breaks through the main army, takes down the Colossus, takes down the Disruptors, and there's just not enough Protoss left. As Clem overruns, GG gets called, and Clem takes the lead in the series. GG. Whew. GG, well played. A very chaotic early to mid game here between herO and Clem. Again, we thought that things were going to slow down and we were going to be able to embrace the mid game, but no, herO went for a 3-base all-in, chose not to take his gases, chose not to get a 4th base, chose not to take up. He went for a big 3-base all-in, and he failed to break Clem. Clem, he was able to hold on at his 3rd base, snowball out control from there, shut down the High Templar, any prison play, any gateway army, and yeah, from there herO just fell. He just got outscaled. He got outscaled. If you recall, the one chance that herO had was the base trade, where Clem was pushing and herO recognized he could not engage with Clem, so he tried to base trade, but Clem spotted the army. He spotted the army, so he just turned around. He just turned around, ensured that herO could not get away with a base trade. GG. GG, well played. And with that, we are now getting into game number 4. We'll see if Clem can close out here now. We'll see if herO can bring it back. Brutality of Clem. I mean, again, it came down to herO's build. Like herO, he basically chose not to get upgrades, not to expand. He just doubled down with his storm timing. To be fair, like even before that, we saw that herO was being hyper aggressive with the proxy. Remember, it all began with the proxy. And if you recall, we had like this weird back and forth where herO went for a Dark Shrine response, and then the Dark Shrine was scouted, it was cancelled, went into Storm, went for the Storm drop. But again, that storm timing just was a little bit lackluster there. And now we're getting to game number 4. Let's go. Loading into Washout. And personally, I'm hoping for the ace match, right? I want to see a game 5. I want to see a back and forth, regardless of who wins, but the pressure is on the Protoss. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Washouts, we have the French Terran player. We have the Blue Terran representing Team Liquid, leading the series 2-1 and 1 game away from claiming the series. It is Clem. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the red Protoss player, the South Korean Protoss representing T1. It is herO. Here we go. Clem clean enough after showering the storms to win this. True. He's clean. He's washed on washout, Bappy. Let's go. He has that advantage. But you're correct in saying that that's what it came down to. If you remember, it was when herO, he was pushing up the ramp into the natural with his storms, and he did land a nice juicy storm on Clem's army, but he was also pushing up a ramp into bunkers, into a greater concave. At the same time, it was Clem that went for the double drop, and that's what dealt critical damage. If you remember, Clem went for the double drop into the main base of herO. He killed 11 probes, and he killed 2 High Templar and all the Zealots as well, and he was still finding even more damage. Like, that double drop was brutal. At the same time, herO was ignoring it for the most part. He was trying to break the 3rd with his main push, right? He was basically ignoring it, hoping he could kill Clem, failed to kill Clem. That's the all-in we were referring to. Is that herO chose to ignore the drop, but chose to have minimal defenses to commit to kill his opponent, and Clem survived. He held, he survived. And here we go, we're loading into game number 4. From here, Clem is going for an economic start. We can see 1 gas. So single gas opener, racks expand into a later factory. Settling in. Likewise, herO going Zealot first. Interesting, no proxy. Does go Zealot first. This is designed to delay the CC. Clem did scout this, of course, so Clem knows. He's aware of the Zealots moving out across the map. And Clem should be ready. The fact that you remember even the number of probes destroyed in one point. No. We got that pattern recognition, Pappy. True. The numbers stand out. We do what we can, Pappy. We do what we can. Don't tell us to do math on stream, though, don't you? Oh, no. As Zealot does delay. Delays the CC. Adept moves out. It is going to be a Twilight Council opener out of herO, and herO's just trying to buy time for the Adept to get a kill on that SCV. Okay, delay the command center. Adept has arrived. Tries to move in and fails to do so. Yeah, it does fail to do so. With that, Clem, he defends. He gets the CC up and running. The Adept is being hunted down by the Hellion. And with that, Clem does have the cleaner early game. Ooh, does shade away. Does he? Oh no, herO! Yeah, Clem, he finds him. herO does not get away. Adept is hunted down. And Clem holds. Clem, he holds nicely here. Shuts down the Zealot, shuts down the Adept. Gets a CC. And we'll see how herO opens up. Going for Blink. So how many gateways? We have one gateway in the main. We have a second gateway here at the natural. So far, 2-gate Blink. herO might go for an economic opener. And he is, for the first time this series, third Nexus before third gateway. And before the Robo as well. Okay, so this is the greediest build we've seen so far in this entire series out of herO. Oh, let's go. But it is going to be for that third Nexus after the initial 2-gate. Very greedy build out of herO. And now the onus is going to be on Clem. Clem, he himself is going for his own 1-1-1. Standard opener out of Clem. Job moves towards the main base. Hellion will rotate over towards the third.
Complete.
And Clem, he should scout. Yeah, does. I mean, is aware the base is there. Is aware of the expansion. And does see the, does see the progression as well. So Clem knows. Clem is aware. At the same time, wouldn't mind the waddles in. Oh my god, 5 probes! That should not have happened. Not even a mine drop, by the way. He just waddles into the mineral line. 5 probes go down. herO is being pulled apart. Losing 5 workers. In the end, this economic build here is not quite worth it. As herO, he's losing that economic advantage. And Clem ready to move in once again. herO, he pushes to the center. At the same time, Clem goes to the backstab. And Clem moves in. Oh, denies mining. Forces herO to react. And what do we have at home to defend here? Okay, we have 2 tanks. We have 2 tanks in time. herO, he has Blink, he has high ground vision. He's going for the main base. Can he deny Stim? Ooh, yeah, Stim is exposed. That's on Clem. Yeah, Stim is exposed. Boys are being pulled to repair. Stim is going to be denied. One more volley. He gets it. Nice pickup. Deny Stim. Stim is denied at the same time. Clem is trying to be active, trying to find some damage. herO rotates over. Doesn't dive in. Clem is also trying to find a way into the bases. Stim is going to be heavily delayed. And herO can recover. Again, it was a really rough start. It really shakes off for herO to lose the Adept, to the Zealot, to lose 5 probes to the Widowmine. But now herO, he denies Stim, which means he can just calmly saturate his bases and even get a 4th base as well. Build up into the 4th. I do appreciate that Clem is being active. Like, there's a lot of pressure on Clem here to find some damage. Does set a trap. And ideally, Clem wants to lure the army into tank range. herO doesn't know. Ooh, tank shot. Yeah, tank shot's going off. Zoning back herO. That's all that Clem wanted. Does get a free volley. Stalkers are low. herO's moving in. Tanks are on siege. Oh. Okay. Yeah, Clem, he reacts in time. It does zone back those Stalkers. At the same time, Clem, he spots the would-be hybrid expansion. He spots him. base. Let's pull away. I'm getting caught out. Who catches who? Or does they hold their own? Fun fact, there's still no sim, by the way. Despite that, I'm still pushing. He wants to be active, he wants to break out. Just now claiming his own third. But he can't quite push. Cannot quite move out. Does spot the main army. It's very gateway heavy. Bearing in mind there's no storm, there's no colossus, no splash damage. Stalkers, they blink in. They get punished. Clem does catch out one of the stalkers. Once again, baits out the blink, but tanks are unsieged. A nice pickup. Does save the tanks. Cat's back to the minefield. Zelt's going to be going down, and tank flow is going off. And Clem holds. Clemmy's holding on. Once again, quick unsieged. Do appreciate it. He pulls away. Oh! Tank's getting caught out. Losing one. There's one tank so far. And here he has momentum. The scariest part here is that herO has a hybrid gold base. So he's just reinforcing, just warping in way off the way of herO zealots. herO wants to kill. He wants to kill and end the game here and now. Just mass rally across the map, going for the Swarm Toss style. The Swarm Toss, pappy. Gets on top of the tank. Yeah, tank goes down. He blinks on forward as well. And Clem is being broken. He's being broken. herO, his economy was untouched. GG gets called, and herO, he will force the ace match. We're going to the ace match. We're going to game 5. GG. Whew, GG, well played. We spoke about it earlier, but it all came down to Stim. Stim being denied meant that herO was free to expand, free to probe up, and free to get his 4-base saturation. His economy was untouched. We saw that Clem, he was fighting for map control, but he couldn't actually move out across the map, couldn't actually apply any pressure and threaten the economy of herO. Couldn't do so. In the end, herO, he was able to just snowball out of control, get into mass charge lots, and did eventually catch Clem out. GG. Whew, GG, well played. With that, we're getting into game number 5. Getting into the ace match here, and we'll see how this story ends. It can go one way or the other. It could go either way here, of course. Both herO and Clem, they do trade. They go back and forth in series. And we'll see what map we load into. And where are we dropping? Are there any maps we haven't actually featured yet today? Let's have a look at the map pool. We saw one game on Defender's Lab, we saw Lockdown, we did have a game on Old Sun Temple, Rorschach. We did not get a single game on Rorschach. That's the only one. Yeah, that's the only one. Oh, speaking of, let's go for the first time tonight. Rorschach is upon us. Okay. Let's go. We got it, Pappy. We got it. This map is wild. There's a lot to get into. Let's jump in. Here we go. It's going to be loading into that 5th and final game, loading into the ace match. And there's a lot to discuss as we're covering it for the first time. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Rorschach, we have the French Terran player, we have the blue Terran representing Team Liquid. It is Clem. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the red Protoss representing T1. It is herO. And welcome to a smaller map in the map pool, shorter rush distance by ground, very direct as well, going from low ground natural to low ground natural, very similar to, was it Blackburn? Like Blackburn from a couple of years ago, very similar here. We have our lower ground natural base, we have the same plane of elevation pushing into the natural, we have our triangular third, and we have our linear third base as well, which are relatively secure. We have some more narrow entrances into these bases, which do open up over time. The forward base is a little bit more open, that is true, but what's important about this map, bam, healing pad. We have a healing pad dead set in the center of the map, in between the forward third bases of each opponent. Likewise, we also have some hybrid expansions as well with these pseudo island bases. Now, I say pseudo-island base because this expansion here is isolated completely from every other expansion. You have to come down to the low ground and then up to the high ground to protect this expansion. So it's very isolated, very difficult to defend, and high risk, high reward in a sense. I almost wish that this was just a full gold base, to be honest. Like, just because of how exposed this base is, I'm not opposed to it to being a full expansion instead, but regardless, hybrid base. When it comes to the upper portion of the map, there's a full gold base here in the top center. We have top right and top left as well. But I'll be honest, in my opinion, I feel like rushes and early game aggression is going to be favored on Rorschach. Just because of the rush distance by ground, and because of the healing pad, and because of the accessibility of these forward bases. So due to those three factors, we're expecting all-ins and aggression. But we'll see, just because it's the first time I'm seeing a game on Rorschach. Just haven't casted it at all. Hello, hero. As hero just hide his probe. Reaver moves out. Bearing in mind, just like on... Oh, God. I want to say it's not Jagannatha. Just like but just like on the previous map, there are some air blockers here in between the bases on the healing pad. Persephone, that's it. Jesus. I don't know why I was thinking Jagannatha. But just like on Persephone, we do have the... air blockers to ensure that last oracles or banshees or air units cannot make use of this. No, I see in the YouTube chats, like, my favorite is Ducklings. Thank you for your time. Oh, gracias, baby, gracias. Thank you, thank you. We appreciate the kind words. We appreciate it. Thank you. As behind this, we are going for our Rax expand into factory follow-up. Ooh, that is a fast second Rax. Fast second Rax here. We spoke about this in game 1, but hyper aggression out of Clem. What are we getting into? Early stim, early bioproduction, delayed starports in favor of a heavy bio setup. Actually going for a 2-on-1. I was expecting a third Rax. A third Rax would have been a 2-base all-in, but going for a starport here means a 2-on-1. We have an early push, we have aggression, but not too committed. Okay. There's the add-on slope in the stim. As we mentioned, this is going to be a stim timing. Meanwhile, hero in for a Stargate opener? He's crazy. He has Stargate opener on Rorschach. He goes in, he confirms, he scouts the later starport. Hero knows. But again, hero's going to have a very difficult defense. Phoenixes, they do amazingly when it comes to these main tank pushes, but against a bio-heavy composition, Phoenixes, they struggle. They do struggle. Is going to be Phoenix into charge. Twilight Council's on the way. We need Zealots as quickly as possible. We need those Chartlots. Oh, the Reaper hides. He gets away. Yeah, the Reaper gets away. Hero's looking for that Reaper. Then he sucks it in. Gets past. He gets through. Even scouts a third. He does scout the faster third. There's that charge. As I mentioned, we do need some kind of supportive ground army. Blink Stalkers will not cut it. We need those charge lots. And Clem is building up into his own 2-on-1. Now, as we mentioned, I believe this is not a 2-base all-in. It's going to be hitting with Stim, with 16 Marines, with double medevac. But typically we expand behind this. Typically. Technically, Clem could pull the boys, but there we go. Medevacs have arrived. It's going to be 15 Marines, not 16. So 15 Marines moving out. Hero is out of position with the Phoenixes. Charge is only halfway done. Hero is exposed. And remember, short rush distance by air. Short rush distance. He's boosting in. We have 2 Stalkers. 2 Stalkers and 1 Adept to defend. Phoenixes are out of position. There's a recall back home. There's a defensive warp in. He steps in. Gets 1. Takes out 1 Phoenix. Does focus on the Zealots. And this is getting out of hand. Yeah, this is already getting out of hand here. Nice focus firing. Getting another Phoenix. Going for the probes. Picking up a sentry. Third Phoenix goes down. 0 Phoenixes left, which means no anti-air. Yeah, no anti-air. 1 medevac goes down, but the other is safe. And this is critical damage. 9 probe kills. 3 Phoenixes. The sentry was 3 Zealots. Yep, 3 Zealots as well. Crazy value here out of Clem, and he's not done. He rotates. He might get a Zealot, maybe. Oh, the control. The micro. Ooh, doesn't. Yeah, doesn't get the Zealot, has to pull away. Behind this, hero setting up a proxy gateway. And Clem is getting a third CC. And remember, Clem, he didn't kill, but he wasn't meant to kill. It was a 2-on-1. It was just an aggressive build, an aggressive start. And the aggression was successful. Sending out a triple Widowmine drop. Building up back at home. And usually Widowmine drops would struggle here in this game state because of the Phoenixes, but the Phoenix count was reset. There's no more Phoenixes. Clem boosts in. Heads for the mineral line. Hero, where's the reaction? Where's the reaction? Oh no! Does pull away. Okay, does pull away. The retargeting here is it's impressive. Ooh, catching out three probes and a stalker. Another mine dropper here into the natural. Getting 2 more probes, 5 in total, and he even saves the Widow mine. Yeah, comes back, saves the mine. Hero is struggling. Went behind, goal based. He's going for the ninja. We're rushing into the ninja expansion. This is a way to recover in this game. Rushing into the gold. Can he get away with it? And Clem being cheeky. He's being cheeky. Bearing in mind there's no blink. No blink stalkers, but alas, we have warpins, and the medevac finally goes down. Hero's being active, he needs to be. Now remember, Hero, his goal here is to posture, is to threaten, is to make Clem second guess himself. Have him be overly defensive while Hero is being greedy. Because of this, Hero should not engage. The problem with engaging, if he pushes into this and if Hero loses the fight, which he would, then he'll trigger a counterattack. Oh no, he gets scouted! No! He gets scouted, baby. Ay, ay, ay. Clem knows. Not like this. Clem, he knows what's going on. He finds the army. Hero, he has to get the hell out of here. He cannot fight head on, as we mentioned. He cannot fight. He's forced to, though. Yeah, he has to make a stand. Oof. Mine shot's going off. Hero racing back. Does have a lot of zealots. But there's just so much bio here. Yeah, so much bio. The best that Hero can hope for is maybe force friendly fire. If he can come in from behind and force the mine shots to go off on the Marines, then maybe. If Hero can force friendly fire, then he can hold on. Do we base trade? Here he abandons the base. Hero abandons. Okay, does peel some zealots. Hero pulling back around. I just get caught. Losing another Phoenix. The drop is saved. Again, just a lot of posturing here. A lot of posturing, a lot of back and forth. Hero trying to come in for the surround. Widowmine's do borrow. And the mine shots! Oh my god. Okay, mine shots don't quite connect. But it's only Zealot here. It's mainly a Zealot army. There's not much going on. A very nice target firing at a Clem. He did intentionally focus on the sentry with that. Gets a sentry. Here he's trapped. Forced to engage. As he tries to push in. Just getting kited to death. 7 probe kills. Yeah, takes in 7 workers. Ooh, friendly fire! Oh my, he does it! The friendly fire! It's the Hero. Okay. Some clean moves out of Hero. Let's go. Again, that's the best thing you can hope for. Is to force the friendly fire out of these mines. Gets 1 shot off. He needs to do that again. Can he do that 2 more times? Oh. As Clem drops across the map, he will depower the forges. Clem pulling back. 1 forge gets depowered. I feel like Clem is playing a little bit too safe here. I do feel like he could press his advantage, but he's just playing it safe. Calming down. Just waiting for his reinforcements. Now we have ghosts, now we have EMPs. And here they come. Oof. Yeah, EMP on the Archons. This time there's no friendly fire. Yeah, no friendly fire. And again, Clem has done it. He's just nobly out of control. He's breaking the main army. Takes care of all the zealots. There's just nothing left. We have, what, 3 zealots, 5 stalkers. The boys are being pulled. Desperation out of Hero. Again, it was just a shaky start. A very shaky start from Hero. Remember, early on, he lost so many workers. There was, what, 9 probes going down, the 3 Phoenixes, the Sentry. It was critical damage early on, and what was hero's response? Ninja Base, right? The Ninja Base was his way to recover in this game, but there is no Ninja Base. GG gets called, and Clem, he will claim the series 3-2, becoming this week's PiGosaur Cup champion. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Clem, he will claim the series. Again, Clem, he winding it back here, he went for a very unique build. What was it? 2-1-1. 2-1-1s, they're common against Zerg. They're very rare against Protoss. Not unseen, but they're quite rare themselves. So we went for a 2-1-1, and this is, I wouldn't say a hard counter, but it is a very strong response to a Phoenix opener. It was a Stargate Phoenix opener out of herO. Phoenixes, they struggle when it comes to early game aggression because they can lift up, what, 1 Marine at a time? There were 15 Marines. 15, what are you going to do? Like, what with Phoenixes? So the Phoenixes could not engage. They got punished by the mass bio, and likewise, we saw herO struggle to maintain his defenses. He got crippled early on. herO fell behind, and when you fall behind that early on, you got to do 1 of 2 things: all in or be greedy. Chose to be greedy. He went for the gold. He went for the gold expansion, but he didn't get away with it. He couldn't maintain his economy. Couldn't maintain his gold base. He got scattered early on, and Clem punished. Clem, he punished the gold. GG, well played. And with that, Clem will claim the series. Congratulations here to Clem, and a shout out to herO for making it to the finals, for bringing down Bjorn in the process, and for making a fun finals as well. Going all the way to the ace match, we had that back and forth, very chaotic series, very chaotic, very little like standard macro play, but that's not what we expect out of Clem and herO. We expect aggression, chaos. That's what we got. Is what we got. GG, well played. With that, congratulations. With that, we are going to be wrapping up here for the morning exclamation mark schedule. I think we do have our schedule available somewhere out there, but we do have our schedule before you here. We just wrapped up with our Wednesday morning broadcast of the PiGosaur Cup. This evening we are live with the RSL Korean qualifier. We had the Americas qualifier yesterday. We have the Korean qualifier tonight. That is going to be in 6 hours. 6 hours time. We got you with some more StarCraft. Meanwhile, tomorrow morning you can see an empty slot. That is not exactly true. We might have to change that later on. But the reason why it's empty is because that is where we're going to be rebroadcasting GSL qualifiers. Remember, we casted the GSL qualifiers last night. We were live with the GSL qualifiers. We were the only English stream covering them, of course, in English, alongside Inu in Korean, and we were live on Soup. We had some decent viewership, by the way. We had like, what, almost 300 viewers. So we had decent viewership casting and covering the GSO qualifiers, and we're going to be rebroadcasting that stream on Twitch and YouTube. That is going to be tomorrow morning. That's why there's an empty slot there, because technically it's not a new cast, it's a rebroadcast. But that is going to be tomorrow morning. We have the Pondcast tomorrow evening. We have the TLMC finalist stream on Friday. We've been pushing it back time and time again, and eventually we'll have it. Eventually, we'll see. We'll see what happens there, as it's being pushed back. And we have SCL StarCraft Evolution League on Saturday. We might flip it with TLMC depending on what's available, of course. We also have the Universe Titan Cup show match Saturday evening. That's going to be a best of 7 between Rogue and Percival. And we have the Tuna Cup on Sunday. So we're live every single day here, at least 1 cast a day, mostly 2 casts a day, right? Like, we're trying to take it a little bit lean, a little bit easy. Friday, we only have 1 cast. Sunday, we only have 1 cast. We're trying to slow things down a little bit here, but again, there's just so much StarCraft going on. So much StarCraft, so much content, so much to cover, so much to catch up on. But we're catching up. Again, it's just a very busy season, a very busy couple of months because of RSL starting and GSL starting. I'm still a little bit on the fence whether or not we should cast GSL. We do typically co-stream the RSL playoffs, but we don't co-stream the RSL group stage. For GSL, we typically do cast it via replays. For the past couple of years, we do typically cast GSL ourselves, but because our schedule's so busy, I'm on the fence about casting GSL. I'm probably going to at least cast the finals for GSL, but the group stage, we'll see. I want to, but it comes down to our schedule. Like, we don't really have a lot of free space. So we'll see. Like, look at this schedule, then you want us to like add a bunch of GSL groups? Like, oh, it's a lot to cover. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Again, GSL I believe begins next week, right? Yes, so GSL begins next week with the round of 12. And RSL also begins next week with their group stage. So it's a very jam-packed May. Very jam-packed. And April as well, to be fair. But otherwise, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. We do appreciate it. And we're going to be wrapping up here for the morning. I'm going to try to get some food. I'm going to try to get some rest and a couple of hours sleep before RSL. We'll do our best. Try to slow things down. Light since forever. True. I mean, unironically, we had a relatively open January, but that's because other things were happening IRL, right? Like we had all the vet visits, we had all the bunny issues, like those. January was very intense in a different way. But regardless, GG well played. With that, we're going to be raiding another StarCraft 2 streamer. Who's live at the moment? Who is live? Who can we raid? Let's have a look here. Let us have a look. I know that Reaper is live. Kanoya. We'll give some love to Reaper. Give him some love. Give him some support. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, bye, ciao. Thank you so much for watching. Again, we'll be live later on tonight with the RSL qualifiers. If you want to support us, you can do so via Patreon, !Patreon in the chat. Our Patreon specifically does fund our tournaments. It funds and grows our tournaments on a regular basis, so you can help us reach greater heights and greater stretch goals via Patreon. Otherwise, you can donate or subscribe here on Twitch as well. You can check us out on YouTube. We do stream every day, and at YouTube, we do upload VODs on a daily basis as well. So if you can't watch something live, if you're looking at this, and if you're like, hold on, I want to watch the GSL qualifiers or RSL qualifiers or PiGosaur Cup or StarCraft Evolution or Tuna Cup or some of the other events we cover, Home Story Cup, Thunderfire, Rongi Cup, Lily Cup, all the StarCraft, Thermal Speed circuits, check out YouTube. It's all there. Plenty of content, plenty of StarCraft. It's all there. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, ciao, bye, ciao, hasta luego.